My name is Phillip Choi. I am a guy who sells used car to a foreigner in South Korea, and I'm also insurance agent from Korean DB insurance company. Today, I want to talk about Korean vehicle insurance. I know that many people still don't understand about the vehicle insurance and they still getting insurance to their own car. And I wish that today's my video help you to get better conception of Korean vehicle insurance. And if you feel that my video help you to get a better conception about insurance, you can just subscribe my channel. Before I start talking about Korean vehicle insurance, I want you to know two things about Korean vehicle insurance. The first thing is that if you do not have insurance on your car, there will be a fine of 4,000 won for each day, which means that if you hadn't have insurance for 1 year, then the fine amount will be about 1.5 million won, and you cannot even sell your car before you pay all the fine. Somebody might say that I don't care about fine. When I leave this country, I will just slow away my car and my driving skill is okay. Then I will just continue to keep driving car. This is not a good idea because I'm sure that if your car doesn't have insurance on your car, you will get caught by policemen within a week. Why? Because a police car, they can recognize your car plate number and they can find out whether your car has insurance or not. And you finally gonna have to pay about 400,000 won fine. And I think nobody knows about the pain that you have to pay 400,000 won. And the second characteristic about Korean vehicle insurance is if two different people apply insurance to the same car, the price difference can be up to 20 times. 45 years Korean guy who has about 20 years of experience without any, accident. If there is one more guy who is 19 years old guy who just got a driver license, if they both apply to the same car's insurance, the price can make 20 times different. The Korean guy is about 400,000 won and the Korean young man is about 8 million won. That's the Korean vehicle insurance. Let's start talking about Korean vehicle insurance, all the protection levels differences. When you apply the vehicle insurance, there are 3 levels that you can select. The first one is mandatory level, which is basic insurance. And the basic insurance, the level is all same from any other insurance company. So no matter where company you got it, it's all same. And the second level is comprehensive level without your own car protection. And the third level is comprehensive level with your own car protection. So what is mandatory level? Mandatory level is basically the level that your insurance company only covers for third party, human, and the third party, property or their vehicle. So if you look at the table here, you find it out 대인1, which is third party's bodily injury is up to 150 million Korean won. Do you think 150 million Korean won is enough? Maybe somebody think that's very enough, but I don't think this is not enough because insurance company only pays for the injury based on their injury level from level 1 to 14. Even if the guy haven't had any injury at all, if he goes to the hospital, he can basically get about level 14 injury. And in the case, your insurance company only pays to him about 500,000 won, which is a very little money. But the problem is that if he keeps going to the hospital, the amount would be about, would go up and go up. It will be about 3, 4, 5 million won. Then the problem is that you finally have to pay to him the amount which is exceeding more than, 500,000 won. And the second thing is 대물원, which is for a third party's property damage or their vehicle damage. And this level is up to 20 million Korean won. Do you think 20 million Korean won is enough? No, that's not enough because even if replacing of one bumper from bumper of expensive Benz or BMW car in Korea would cost more than 10 million won. let's talk about the second level, which is comprehensive level. So in the comprehensive level, basically, day in 1, based on the day in 1, you can add day in 2, which is human bodily injury second. And if you add that, amount of protection will be changed to unlimited. Unlimited protection for human body is really important thing. So let's just imagine that you are driving your car on the bridge and you suddenly saw one bus is coming, and by your mistake you hit the bus and the bus fell off the bridge, and about 50 people inside of the bus are all died. In this situation, your insurance company unlimitedly gives each of them all compensation. So the unlimited for human is very important. And 대물 1, based on the 대물 1, only 20 million won protection will be changed to 대물 2, which is you can set it from 20 to 1,000 million won. But people normally set it at about 200 or 300 million won. And even if you set it at 900 million won, 200 million won, there's not going to be big difference on the price. And you can also add your own protection to the insurance, which is own bodily damage. And you can see that the own bodily damage is cheap, so you don't have to exclude it. You need to include your own bodily damage, injury. And you can also add uninsured vehicle protection, which is also very cheap. And let's talk about your own car protection, which is third level, which is comprehensive level with your own car protection. So what is your own car damage protection? You can see at the table that insurance system evaluate your car at about 6 Korean million won. And you have to pay about 180,000 Korean won to have this protection in your insurance. So what is it? It means that if you drive your car by your mistake, if you give damage to your car, if you destroy your car, within 6 million Korean won, insurance company will give you the repair or fix of your car. But one thing you should know is that there is a self-paying amount if you make a claim, which means that you have to pay about 20% of the repair cost. But there is a minimum amount, then you have to pay 200,000 Korean won, and you have to pay max 500,000 Korean won, which means that if repair amount is 1 million won, you have to pay 200,000 Korean won. If repair amount is 3 million won, you pay 500,000 Korean won because the max amount is 500,000 Korean won. And insurance company will pay 2.5 million won to the repair shop. If your car's damage is repair is 7 million won, you don't have to pay any money because the insurance company later choose to give you 6 million won and they just take your cars away and they sell it somewhere. So this is your own car protection. But many people also ask me whether I need this protection in my insurance. It depends on the situation. If you buy 3 million won car, which is a cheap car, and if your insurance cost come out at 2 million won with your own car protection, and if it come out 1.5 million won without your own car protection, in that situation, for only 3 million won cheap car, you have to pay $500 more. This is nonsense because, even if you, destroy your car, you still have to pay your 200,000 Korean won, and your first year insurance is gonna make, your second year insurance doesn't get any discount in the price. whether you want to add your own car protection to your insurance package or not, that's your decision, that's your choice. Today's video is over here, and I wish that my video helped you to understand the better conception of Korean vehicle insurance. If you have any question about it, anything about insurance, you can just contact me and let me know. I will try to give you answer. Thanks a lot, and I will find you with better content next time. Bye bye.